So many of the home borrowers now ay nag-aalangan muna bumili ng property because of high interest rates ng mga bangko. So madaming borrowers ang umaaray sa all of a sudden na pagtaas ng kanilang monthly amortization. At hindi ito biro dahil kahit bagya lamang tumaas yung monthly mo, ang laking impact nito if you consider your remaining number of years na babayaran mo pa. So let's see kung gaano nga ba kataas ang interest rates ngayon ng mga bangko. So disclaimer lang ha, the interest rates ay based sa buwan lang na ito at maaari pa itong magbago. So itong i-discuss ko ay for regular housing loan lang at hindi kasama dito yung refinancing or construction loan interest rates. So unahin natin ang BPI for their housing loan. So for 1-year fixing is 7%, 3 years is 7.75%, 5 years is 8.25%. So for BPI and most banks, you have to be at least 21 years old but not more than 65 years old upon loan maturity to be able to apply for a loan. So the minimum household income for BPI is 40,000 pesos. Now let's go to Security Bank. For 1-year fixing, it's 7%. For 3 years, it's 7.25%. And for 5 years, it's 7.75%. So for BDO naman, 7% for 1-year fixing, 7.5 for 2 years, and 7.75 for 3 years. So ang okay ngayon sa BDO ay may papromo sila na mawi-waive ang iyong bank fees up to 25,000 if you qualify for their home loan. So may papromo pa sila na mababawasan ng 0.5 ang interest rates mo. Now, let's go naman to Metrobank. Yung 1-year fixing nila is already at 7.25%, 3 years at 7.75%, and 5 years at 8.25%. Now, punta naman tayo sa subsidiary ng Metrobank, ang PS Bank. So, similar to Metrobank, ang PS Bank mas mataas din. For 1-year fixing period, it's 7.5%. For 3 years, it's 8.25%. For 5 years, it's 8.75%. Now, let's check out naman China Bank Savings. So far, ang China Bank Savings ang may pinakamataas. So for 1-year fixing, it's 8.5%. For 2 to 5 years, it's 8.75%. For 10 years, it's 10.25%. Taas. So punta naman tayo sa PNB Housing Loan. So PNB has an interest rate of 7% for 1 year, 7.5% for 3 years. At sa Land Bank naman, since this is government, we're hoping for a lower interest rate. So, yung 1 year nila, ganun pa rin, 7% ang interest rate. And for 3 years, 7.5%. So, almost the same lang with PNB. So, for AUB naman, 7% for 1 year, 8% for 3 years, and 8.25% for 5 years. So far, itong bangko na to may pinaka mababa ang Maybank. So, 6.5% for 1 year fixing at for 3 years, 7.25%. So, last year, I did a vlog about the exact same topic and ang laki ng difference between now and then. Imagine, mayroon pa dating 5.25% for 1-year fixing. So, if compare natin sa ngayon, lahat halos ng bangko starts at 7%. So, imagine niyo kawawa naman yung mga nag-loan during the pandemic. So, after 1 or 2 years, 3 years ng fixing period nila, biglang bubulusok ang interest rates after mag-reprice, diba? So, it may look small sa monthly amortization mo, probably 1,000 pesos ang difference or less. Pero, pag in-add mo siya every year, ang laki ng impact niya. Lalo na yung mga nakakuha ng special rate ng pandemic na 4% na biglang jump sa prevailing rates ngayon. So, mahirap lalo kung hindi naman tumaas ang sweldo mo or income mo. It might force you to give up your property eventually. So, my advice, if nakapag-apply ka na, is to choose your fixing period wisely. So, siguro ngayon, the longer the better to protect you from the changes sa interest rates in the future na maaari pang mas tumaas. Also, make sure to avail sa bangko na may pinakamababang interest rate. And you really have to think twice before mag-apply kasi this is going to be a difficult commitment. And you'll be starting with a relatively high interest rate already. And the future is still unpredictable, lalo na sa sitwasyon natin ngayon. Pwede din, pay as much as you can pagdating sa down payment para mas maliit na lang ang ilulungon mo, or consider borrowing muna from family members na pwedeng magpahiram at zero interest, di ba? Getting a loan is stressful enough and higher interest rates make it more stressful. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Chris and I'll see you guys next time.